What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Now, today's video is about a girl I used to date, a very shitty situation that I just ended up in. And unfortunately for your boy Dubs, I ended up putting myself in a lot of shitty situations throughout the relationships I had in high school. Just gone like some really stupid fucking situations that I never should have put myself into. But you know what? You live and you learn, and things are definitely a lot different today. I'm a lot more mature. And today's story time is about specifically a girl that I dated that just did some really stupid shit. Just like really ridiculous that anyone even has to put up with this kind of shit, okay? So this story time takes place the whole way back in 11th grade. I shouldn't say the whole way back. It really wasn't that long ago. But it was a good few years ago at this point. This was around the beginning of 11th grade. It was right after the fall, so it was like probably late November, something like that. And your boy Dubs had been single for a good while, and I decided that I was ready to start a new relationship. Just try and meet some new people. And I ended up meeting this girl, and we kind of hit it off. She was pretty cool. She went to my school, and I thought everything was great. And fast forward, we ended up starting dating. Now, the first, I want to say, month or so of our relationship was actually pretty good. I liked her a lot. It seemed like she liked me a lot. Things were cool. We were just in that beginning stage of our relationship where everything, is just kind of perfect. We were just kind of learning more about each other. And there were definitely some red flags around this time that I should have caught on to about, what kind of person she actually was. But I just kind of looked right past them. I didn't really think much of it, which was really stupid of me. I definitely should have at least paid attention to those red flags and, took note of them. And there were a good few of them. Not going to name all of them, but, she definitely started arguments and shit for just absolutely no reason, just ridiculous bullshit she was super petty. And I'm not out here trying to bash her name or whatever. I'm just naming a few of the ways that she acted. But your boy Dubs just looked right past it, tried to think the best of everything, and just kept moving forward. And like I said, that first month or so was actually pretty good. The Christmas ball was around that time, and I actually got to take her to the Christmas ball, and that was a fun night. We had a great time. We got to hang out with each other's friends. It was just cool vibes all around. And I got to meet some of her friends, and she was friends with this one dude who to this day is actually still one of my cool friends. So it was cool that I got to meet him, but that's completely off fucking topic. Okay, so this story time takes place right before Christmas. And so we were still at school right before Christmas. It was, that time during school where it's like you're not really doing anything because Christmas is right around the corner. And your teachers don't want to, get you too invested into anything, that you're not going to be able to finish before the long break. Everyone was hyped for the break. It was just good vibes all around. And on this specific day, it was a few days before Christmas break, and she just started getting in an argument with me over something really stupid. I don't remember what it was. I don't even think it was anything, actually. I think she was just mad at me for no reason. I could start seeing signs that, she was pretty upset with me over something. She's being really dry and, just kind of giving me an attitude. I stayed calm, as I typically do, and I was just trying to ask her what was going on, if she needed to talk, that I was there for her. And, she didn't want to talk about it, which was cool. We were technically, still, very new to each other. So, that's completely understandable. However, she just randomly started going off on me for no reason. She started sending me these huge paragraphs about how terrible of a fucking person I was, which I looked at those and I'm like, she does know that she's sending these messages to me, right? There's no way that she's actually, sending these to me. There's no way these messages are actually for me, right? because like that is completely ridiculous. Throughout the first month of our relationship, I felt like I was nothing but, caring, trying to be the best boyfriend I could possibly be. And she was just going off about a bunch of nonsense, and a lot of the stuff she's going off about were like, she was just completely lying, just calling me all these different names and saying that I was a liar and manipulative, which, like I said, was just complete BS. And I stayed calm the whole time. I wasn't trying to get back at her or try and call her names or point out anything about her. I was just trying to be calm. And I eventually got to the point where I was just like, you know what, if you want to break up, you feel like this isn't meant for you, like, that's cool, I get it. And she ended up breaking up with me. I just basically got another huge paragraph. Is basically, just saying that she loved me and hated me at the same time. And, it really sucked, I won't lie, it kind of hurt, because like I said, the first month of our relationship was pretty cool. Nothing I'm going to sit here and weep over, but definitely kind of sucked for, like, the day. But anyways, the story time does not end there, okay? Later that night, a friend of mine who had her on Snapchat, I never had her on Snapchat, a friend of mine who had her hits me up, he's like, yo, you gotta see this. And I'm like, shit, dude, what's up? And he sends me all these screenshots of her Snapchat stories. And no joke, she was, if any of you have Snapchat, like, you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, on Snapchat, there's these things you can do that are called send its, where basically anyone can click on it and anonymously ask a question. And basically you're supposed to post like a question of like what people should ask or whatever. There's a million different ways you do it. I don't do it. I'm not gonna try and explain it like I'm some sort of fucking expert. But anyways, she was posting send its, okay? And her question was, should I lose the boyfriend, yes or no? And then there were all these other, people were replying to it. And I later found out that 99% of her Snapchat were just thirsty guys that she ended up, adding off like Quick Out or whatever, which is something I didn't know. But anyway, so there's all these thirsty guys, telling her to leave me and shit. And then she ended up leaving me. And she was also posting our fucking screenshots of our chats on her Snapchat story and basically just calling me out for being a bad person. And then she eventually posted a snap that was like, just dumped my boyfriend in the middle of this class or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I honestly could probably go back through my iMessages and find these screenshots if I really wanted to, but I honestly don't care enough to. So, that really sucked. I don't exactly remember if I confronted her. I don't think I did. And the reason I don't remember is because I ended up going through a lot of bullshit with this girl. Some of you guys might think, we broke up, that was it, that was the end of it. I never really talked to her again or anything like that. You guys are probably like, Dubs, there's absolutely no way that you would ever, even think about getting back with a girl like that after, all that bullshit. Unfortunately, you all are wrong. I wish you were right. I sit here to this day and I pray and I wish that you all were right who thought that. I wish that, I would have, discontinued that shit, not have, gotten back in any more of relationships like that. But unfortunately, we're both wrong. But all those other stories, there's definitely a lot of story times that come out of not only this relationship with this girl in particular, but there's a few other ones that produce a good bit of story times that we don't have time for today. They are definitely for another day. So, well, guys, that is how you don't break up with someone. The moral of today's story is definitely don't do that. If you're with someone and you feel like you don't want to be with them anymore, just tell them, just call them, or like, even if you send them a text, just be cool about it or whatever, especially if that person didn't really do anything to you, don't do what she did, and also don't do what I did. And for future story times, don't ever get back around someone like that. Like, that is, people like that are toxic and you just need to stay away from. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this story. It was really ridiculous. I definitely, like, I can't believe I put myself in these situations. But hey, like I said, you live and you learn. And so I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you all enjoyed the story time. Like I said, I have a lot more with this girl specifically, story times. And I will definitely be posting a few here soon. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one.